Hello everybody, it's Barania and welcome again to the next episode. In the previous episode I spoke about email and I gave you the example of the email sequence, and I want to refer to that sequence again because I want to give you some stats and some very interesting metrics that may help you in your marketing efforts and maybe give you a realistic expectation in terms of what you're actually going to get when you're following through this sequence. As a rule of thumb, back in the old days, maybe 50 years ago, when the telephone was invented and people started selling things using the telephone, right? People realized very quickly that for every 100 calls they make, they're going to get a couple of appointments, right? And maybe that's going to be 20% or 40% or 50% of people that you call are actually going to say, okay, come over and visit me and show me your product or show me your offer. And from those calls or from those visits, you're going to convert maybe anywhere between 1% of calls. So maybe you made 100 calls, 40 people you visited, and maybe you're going to sell on 4 of them. Now that's a pretty good conversion rate when you talk about 100 to 4. So that's 4%. Generally, if you're doing 4%, it's okay, right? But it all depends on your business. Now, I spoke about a hot lead and a cold lead in the previous video. What you need or what you want in your business is, let's say you're running an ad, and for every 100 people or 1,000 people that see your ad, you get a certain number of people that visit your site, be it 5% or 10%. Right? Or maybe 20% depending on what your offer is, or depending on what your ad is, right? Your ad's got to be really good to get 20%. Once they've visited your website, maybe you have 200 people that visited your website. How many people actually gave you their email address? So that's the first conversion metric that you need to know. How many people gave you their email address? From that, maybe you've built your list, right? So I mentioned 1,000 people, 200 people visited your website. From that list, maybe 20%, right, gave you their email address. So now you've got 40 people that have entered your email list, and now you've got 40 people that you've sent the first email to, and hopefully they're gonna go to your first video, right? I'm gonna use this video's sequence. Now, first of all, not all 40 people are gonna open that email, right? Maybe half of them, maybe 40%, right? So you vastly reduce that, right? Maybe it's 50%, so you get 20 people to the first video. Okay, cool. From the second video onwards, maybe you're gonna get only, a certain percentage of that. And then basically you're gonna get a certain percentage of that on the third video. And then basically you're gonna get a certain percentage of people from the third video onto your sales page, which actually has your product that you want to sell, hopefully with a credit card information and a buy button where they actually submit a payment. So what you need to know in your business is how many people do you need from your ad to go through your landing page, through your email sequence, through your video sequence, to get to your sales page to actually buy the thing that you want to sell. And in traditional business, right, I mentioned the phone calls, meetings, and sales, right, which is a shorter process, but it takes a lot more selling and a lot more convincing. When it comes to the internet, you have email, you have video, you have a lot of those things, but you also have the phone. And depending on what information you have from those people, maybe you collect their phone number on their opt-in page and you actually call them, then you may be able to convert better. But generally, as a rule of thumb, anybody that's given you their email address, from 100 people, you may get 1 sale. Ooh. Now, I'm setting that up as a realistic expectation. If you get more than that, and if you have got more than that, congratulations to you, right? But this is kind of the marketing rule. When you think about, okay, how many people do I need to show my ads to get that 1%, you got to work backwards and figure out, okay, so what do I actually need to do? How many people do I need to get on my list so that I can actually sell them? And if you're selling, a product with $7, if you're selling a product that's $7 and you have a specific goal for the month of how much money you want to generate in 1 month, you've got to work backwards and say, okay, I need so many people on my email list based on this percentage, blah 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 blah. That's the way it's going to go. And this is why I've gone about email, in the last videos. Email is where all the stats and where all of those things really come down to giving you the conversion numbers and giving you the revenue. So thank you very much for watching these videos. Let me know if it's a little bit too complicated. If you have any questions, please do send them in the comments or on Twitter or wherever you want to send me a message. Please do subscribe for updates. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.